What's up, YouTube? Hey, if you like these rock rails right here, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I built them. So if you watch this channel, you notice that I had some Nerf bar looking rock rails right here. They were kind of grandpa stylish, that they stuck way outside of the tub. They just didn't match at all. They're round tubing, and I had nothing on the Jeep that was round. And they were really heavy. I just didn't like the design. The front and rear bumpers that I have are square-ish kind of looking already. So that's the kind of design that I wanted to do for the rock sliders to kind of match the front and rear bumpers. So I think if we use square tubing and tuck it up as close as we can to the body or the tub of the Jeep, I think it'll look a lot better, and it'll still provide some protection. So at the beginning processes of the build, I wanted to copy the old dimensions from the old rock rails and move all the dimensions over to the new design. This will definitely help speed up the process of the build. So the first thing we're going to do is build this jig. This jig will keep everything lined up in the process of the build and mimic basically the chassis, so everything's lined up and doesn't move while fabricating the steel rock rails. So here I'm just bolting up the old rock rail to the jig. That way I can copy all the bolt hole dimensions and the position of the rock rail on the jig. So next we're going to run a level across the top of here just to make sure that we're level. And it looks like we're good. So I went down to my local steel yard and picked up about $60 worth of materials. I picked up some 2.5-inch flat stock, mild steel, 2x2 square tubing, and 4x2 square tubing as well, just enough to do the project. So here we're going to go ahead and start cutting the materials and getting everything fit up for the welding process. So here I'm just doing a manual way of finding the angles to match up the 2x2 square tubing up to the 4x2 square tubing. Because the limitations of the chop saw and I don't have a bandsaw, I'm just going to go ahead and cut these angles with a hand grinder, and that way we can get these fit up and start the welding process. Okay, so here I'm just using a hammer and a center punch to mark the holes that I previously copied, and we're going to transfer these holes to the new plates. So here I'm just using some WD-40 to lubricate the drill bit while it's drilling through the plate. We're going to start by making some pilot holes with a 1/4-inch drill bit, and then we'll work our way up to a 1/2-inch drill bit. And to remove any burrs, we'll just kiss both sides of the holes with this reaming tool. Okay, so I have everything ready to be tacked up. I got my welder all set up, and here I'm just using a Hobart 110 welder. It's perfect for 1/4-inch stock, up to 1/4-inch stock. And it's set up for flux core, which is one of the most basic types of welding outfits for MIG setup. But like I said, the flux core setup is perfect. It's cheap, and it's nasty, but it'll get the job done, and it'll be strong and rigid. just gonna use some Clorox wet wipes. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this thing down, get all that oily residue off of the tubing. And we'll hit it up with some alcohol and go ahead and paint it. So I'm gonna hit these rock rails with some 2X Rust-Oleum and Canyon Black Satin Black spray paint. You've seen me use this in other videos and I just love this stuff. So I'm gonna use it to match some of the color on my Jeep. And we'll go ahead and shoot these up right now. Okay guys, so we got the rock rails done, looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited how that way they came up and they're mounted. Very excited about that. Here's the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. I'm really excited about these new rails. They definitely serve a new purpose. I can now jack up my vehicle from the side with my winch. They're gonna match my front and rear bumpers. That's always a plus. And they will provide a decent level of protection against rocks from impacting the side of the tub. Like I said, I had a lot of fun building these rock sliders, and I hope one day that you guys can too. And hope to see you guys out on the trail, and I hope to get these out on the trail this summer. So hey, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, like it, comment, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing. Also, check out some of my other videos that may be helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hey guys, if you like that video, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Do it right now. And if you want to see some more cool content, check out this video right here and this video right here. Have a good day.